turn on the camera. He's clear of the propeller. Before taxi checklist is complete. Taxi checklist, taxi area is clear. I'll check my brakes in a second. Steering check. Compass and slips good, check. Taxi checklist complete. Alright, brake test is good. Here we go. 170 Alpha, that's a right turn. Clear left, clear right. Area is clear. Wing tips are clear. All the way to the runway. Oil's closed. Fuel caps are closed. Wing covers are on and locked. Over to tower. There's no one behind me. I'm just gonna run up short runway. Landing area is clear behind us. Engine run up checklist. Brakes hold. Brakes are set. Canopy closed and locked. Engine instruments check. We're not quite up to 120 on the oil temperature. Cowl flaps closed.
Arch 442 Charlie Alpha, left turn on Delta, cross runway 13, Alpha 3 Alpha, taxi parking.
We'll give it a minute to come up on the temperature there.
Cross 13, Alpha 3 Alpha, parking 442 Charlie Alpha.
While I'm doing that, I'll get my ADS-B set up. Here's my Stratus. Connect it via Wi-Fi. And boom, it's on. Now I have ADS-B in on forward flight. And we're almost touching that line, 120.
Archer 534 Charlie Alpha, runway 17, cleared touch and go.
Runway 17, cleared touch and go, 534 Charlie Alpha.
All right, we're at the 120 line. Propeller minimum pitch, throttle 4,000. Take a look outside, we're not moving. 4,000, magnetos. Right magneto. About a 60 RPM drop, left magneto. The same. Carburetor heating. Minimal drop there. Throttle full. Check 5,100 RPM. Temperature is good. Here goes full throttle. Alright, we want 5,100 plus or minus 100 RPM. There's about 5,050. Looks good. Throttle idle. Nice and slow all the way back to idle. Alright, idle check is good. Back to 2,500.
Colonel A024 Golf, executive tower, wind is variable at 5. Would you like runway 13 or 17?
Run up checklist complete. Fuel pump on.
A024 Golf, right.
Fuel selector open. Right tank. Choke closed. Cowl flap open. Carburetor heat is off. Master switch is on. Flight instruments check. Artificial oxygen cage and adjust. ILEC set. Transponder is already in alt mode. Belt shoulder harness is fastened. Trim for takeoff position. Air brakes are closed and locked. Controls are free and correct. Alright. Canopy is closed and locked. Engine gauge is check. We got 155 on the oil pressure, or on the oil temperature.
A024 Golf is approved.
Approved, A024 Golf.
And green on the oil pressure, that'll get there by the time we take off. And gear lights checked, we got green and stowed. Before takeoff check was complete. Tower motor glider 147 X-ray Sierra, holding short 17 Alpha for close traffic.
147 X-ray Sierra, executive tower, hold short runway 17, traffic landing 13.
Hold short 17, 147 X-ray Sierra.
Alright. Check my amps here. There's discharge, there's charge. Off and on. McCready setting is set.
Archer 5 Charlie Alpha, extend your downwind, I'll call your base.
Extend downwind, call my base, 524 Charlie Alpha.
Alright, 024 Golf, left turn at Alpha 3, Alpha taxi parking this frequency.
Left turn on Alpha 3 on Alpha to parking, 128.024 Golf. Glad to see that motorglider back up.
Room 147 X-ray Sierra, runway 17, clear for takeoff, make left traffic.
147 X-ray Sierra, clear for takeoff, 17, left traffic.
Alright, we're clear for takeoff 17. Final's clear. Runway's clear, wings are clear. Alright, we have no lights. Left traffic. Spoilers are locked. Camera hasn't fallen off yet. Oh. Swung my tail wheel around over there. Alright. Engine instruments are good. Here we go. There's full throttle. Airspeed's alive. Bringing the tail up as we do that, it's going to try to yaw to the left. Correcting. And flying off the ground. Camera's still there, gonna fly out at 59 knots.
Archer 534 Charlie Alpha, you can start your base, runway 17, cleared, touch and go.
Alright, no runway remaining.
Runway 17, clear touch, go. 524
Gear is up. Engine's doing well. Alright, 200 feet, we can make it back to the runway. We've got 3-1 here, so I would make a crosswind landing there. 400 feet, we can make a 360. Following traffic, left base final, I got him in sight. Alright, 500 feet, fuel pump off. Alright, so today I was planning on flying the Champ, but I had forgotten that the battery was pulled out and didn't really feel like doing that, so decided to fly the glider, which is great because I have a check ride in it on Sunday anyways. Alright, leveling off. So, I'm going to do in the glider what I was planning on doing in the Champ and just show different kinds of tailwheel landings. Now this is not an airplane, it's a glider, but I'm still going to show the different types of landings. So I'll start out with a wheel landing, which is landing on the front two wheels. And hopefully we have a good picture of that from 30 feet out there on the wing.
47 X-ray Sierra, you're following Archer on short final, runway 17, cleared, touch and go.
Traffic in sight, runway 17, clear touch and go, 147 X-ray Sierra.
Alright, gonna go ahead and do our gumps check. Gas, fuel is on the right tank, fuel pump is undercarriage, gears coming out below 81 knots.
Air 1, stand by just a second.
Stowed, green lights. Mixture we don't have, prop is in the climb mode. Seatbelt spoilers, pop out. And cleared for touch and go.
450 Charlie Alpha, executive tower, squawk 0445.
Camera's still there.
0445.
Go look at that.
Air 1, clear for takeoff from the pad, eastbound, past all the runways and then northeast approved.
Eastbound past the runways and then northeast approved.
Alright, so throttle's at idle for this entire approach. I'm just managing my energy with the spoilers. So essentially using the spoilers like a throttle. And then if I got too low or I didn't have enough energy, I could always stow the spoilers and immediately reach for the throttle.
Archer Arch 450 Charlie Alpha, circle east for left downwind, runway
Clear.
1.
Circle east left, downwind.
Clear for touch and go. Gear is down and locked. We're at 63 knots. Alright, just barely got the spoilers cracked.
I'd like to request a short approach if possible on this next one.
Arch 534 Charlie Alpha, ready.
Alright, so wheel landing, I'm gonna level off here, just right above the runway, and then hold it off as soon as I feel the wheels touch. I'm gonna roll forward just a tiny bit on the stick, and then get active on the rudders, and I'm not gonna move the stick, just gonna keep it right there. Spoilers are stowed when I'm ready to go again. Start advancing the throttle, anticipating with a little bit of right rudder, and letting it fly off again. Very good. We like that. Everything calm, stable, very small corrections. All right, no runway remaining.
And our 534 Charlie
Gear
Alpha.
is up.
We just like to make this on a full stop. Does not have to be a short approach.
Arch 534 Charlie
There's
Alpha.
200 feet. We can make 180 onto 31.
And Arch 534 Charlie Alpha, the short approach is
Traffic
approved.
on crosswind to downwind sight.
Short approach is approved, but also runway 17 clear to land. 534 Charlie Alpha.
All right, 400 feet. We can make a 360. I'm gonna extend for these guys. Okay. All right, they're past me going opposite direction. We'll start our turn. 30 feet, fuel pump off. All right, doing good. Gonna take a minute while we've got some time here to check some things. 200 feet to go. Fuel's going good. We're still charging. Temperatures look good. Oil pressure looks good. Everything is set properly. Take a look at traffic is good. Just taking our time while we've got some extra time to actually be productive. All right, leveling off. These guys have a really wide downwind, so I'm gonna widen out as well. I can make it to the runway from there with my 30-to-1 glide ratio, but I don't know if they can. Probably. And a little tip for all you pilots out there, I always wear my pilot stuff on a lanyard, all my documents, and I always keep it on the mirror of my car.
147 X-ray series number 2 to follow the Archer on a short left base, runway 17 cleared, touch and go.
Number 217 clear touch and go, traffic in sight, 147 X-ray Sierra.
Got them in sight, low base to final. Alright, so I always keep it on the lanyard in my car, so there's never a question if I have the documents with me. I always have them in the same place. And, you know, the chances of getting ramp checked are so low, but no reason to subject yourself to that stress of, ooh, am I going to get ramp checked today? Might as well just always put it in the same place and always take it with you. Alright. Clear touch and go. Traffic short final. There's idle gas. Fuel's on the right tank. Fuel pump's on. Undercarriage. Low 81 knots. Gear is locked and 3 green. No mixture, prop, climb pitch, seatbelts, boilers.
534 Charlie Alpha, Fable, left turn on runway 13, Alpha 3 Alpha, taxi parking.
And clear for touch and go.
Turn on 13, Alpha 3, Alpha to parking, 524 Charlie Alpha.
Alright, this landing, I'm going to do a 3-point landing.
534 Charlie Alpha, looks like a little bit of pod on 13, looks like a dead pigeon. Don't want it to get sucked up by anything.
Dead pigeon on 1-3. Well, we're not landing on 1-3.
534 Charlie Alpha, roger. And that was between the intersection and Alpha 3.
It looks like it's right on the intersection between runway 17 and 13. If we're talking on relation to 13, it is on closer to the right side of
All right,
13,
final
right
is
at the
clear.
intersection of the two runways.
Starting our turn.
Roger.
Clear for touch and go. Gear is locked to 3 green. Speed is
X-ray
64.
1 tower, you on freak?
All right, and I want to come in a little bit with a little bit less energy for this one on the shorter runway because
Just pilot reported what looked like
it's going to take me longer to slow down for this 3-point landing. It's easier to land a little faster in a wheel landing. Still have safe amount of energy though, coming in, and going to hold it off. We're going to let it hold off a little bit longer this time to a higher nose position, and then full spoilers. Retract the spoilers.
Tower, 450 Charlie, starter circle.
Full power. And liftoff.
Archer 450 Charlie Alpha, roger. Runway 17 cleared to land, wind variable at 5.
Runway 17 clears to land, 450 Charlie Alpha.
Check, check, check. Check, check, check. All right, no runway remaining. Gear up. It was weird, the radios got really static there.
Tower, X-ray 1.
All right.
X-ray 1, tower.
400 feet, we can make a 360.
Clarify on last.
500 feet, fuel pump off.
Not,
Traffic is left base.
Is that correct?
In
No,
sight.
just reporting pod on the airport.
Understood, thank you.
All right. So not the cleanest 3-point landing, but not every landing is perfect. Just try to learn a little bit from every single time. No one's a perfect pilot, but if you are always getting better, I think that's a good attitude to have. All right, this landing I'm going to try to do a spot landing. This is something that I'm going to have to do on the check ride on Sunday. I have to land and stop within 100 feet of a designated point on the runway. So my point is going to be, well, you know what? I'm going to do that for my last landing actually, because, or I'll do it for this landing. This will be my last landing.
Tower 147 X-ray Sierra, requesting a full stop.
Number 147 X-ray Sierra, runway 17 cleared to land.
17 clear to land, 147 X-ray Sierra.
Yeah, we'll just make this the full stop. So I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do a full stop by the second.
Alpha 4, Alpha 4.
I think it's Alpha 4. Alpha 4. Yeah, Alpha 4. So there's the threshold with the taxiway there. There's the next one, which is Alpha 5, and then the next one is Alpha 4. All right, gas, undercarriage, fuel pumps on, gear is out. Stowed, 3 green. Mixture prop, spoilers, and clear to land. All right. Runway's clear, final's clear. Gears stowed in 3 green. Pumps on.
Number 147
There it is.
X-ray, sir, available Alpha 4, Alpha, taxi parking in this frequency.
Alpha 4 Alpha, taxi parking this frequency, 147 X-ray, sir.
All right, made it right where we wanted to be. And I believe the book says with light to medium braking there. So you don't want to be slamming on the brakes. All right, clear the runway, run my checklist real quick. All right, after landing, air brakes is required, fuel pump is off. Transponder, carburetor, heat cowl flap. All right, here we go, clear left, clear right. Alpha to the right. Clear left, clear right. Gotta be really careful in this plane with this wingspan. It is about the same length, or the same width as the taxiway. But there's not much room for error if there's a runway sign or something like that, or another plane parked near the runway, or the ramp. All right, I'll get as close as I can, but I'm not gonna push it here. It's kind of a tight taxiway. Okay. All right, we'll call it good there. All right, engine shutdown, throttle idle. Radio, horizon, GPS off. Alternator switch off. Magnetos off. Intercom off. Master switch off, fuel selector closed, and cabin heat closed.